Welcome to Geek Speak Live.
It's Geek Speak Friday Night Live. Here at Kaboom Comics, I'm your host Todd Bailey. Joining me, the sexiest co-host a man could ever wish for.
Wait, comes in on pots and pans.
There we go, hello.
Hey.
Hello to Paul. Paul said there's something on your chin and a bit on your ear as well. Just get it off, get it off, get it off.
I was going to go. I thought, no.
My wife's watching.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello, Paul. How are we? We've actually fixed it so you can't hear what we say before we go live, because some of the weird shit we say before we go live.
Yeah, because we're going to do the, what is it? The lion face. Ha! Was it what? Mousy face?
No, isn't it lemon face?
Lemon face. Ooh. Lion face. Ha! Lemon face.
Ooh. That's the Matt Damon school of acting. How do you like them apples, Will?
Thanks very much for everyone tuning in at home. Welcome to Friday Night Live.
We have got something special coming up on the show.
We
later
do.
on. We're ringing Tony Stark.
And it's not bullshit. We're not,
No, it's not.
We may talk a lot of crap usually.
Normally we do, but tonight we're actually ringing. We've got a phone number.
We did. We found a phone number, and we're actually calling
We'll
Tony Stark.
Talk about that later in the show. We're going to do that. We've got no Geek Eats tonight. Someone didn't find anything unique to eat
Well,
this
I'm
week.
sorry. If you've got anything that you've seen in the supermarkets or
Tip us off.
the corner store, let us know.
I should get you some Scottish chocolate.
Scottish chocolate.
Scottish chocolate's good. Did I tell you about a
I don't
flavour?
know where we're going right now.
No, I sent it to my beautiful wife late last night. Because I couldn't sleep last night. I ended up going down. I was telling you, I went down the rabbit hole of listening to 80s music. My wife was snoring
And that
beside
is
me.
the greatest rabbit hole
It was,
to
and
go
I was
to.
like, I can't-
80s music.
I'm like, I can't sleep, so I popped the earphones in, and I started, going down the rabbit hole of 80s tunes, and man, Bucks Fizz and stuff like that. Anyway, so while I was doing that, I was going between music and then also looking at Instagram, as you do, and a Scottish guy I follow, I think we've mentioned him on the show before, Tony Brunford, he held up a bag in a photo, and it was a brand new flavour of chips,
Ooh.
crisps, as they call them over there,
crisps.
and crisps. In Scotland, and it's haggis, tatties, and neeps
What?
flavoured. Yeah, and I just went,
Haggis flavoured.
haggis, tatties, and neeps flavoured crisps in Scotland. So I'm gonna have to see if anyone in
Damn.
Australia can get those in, because I'm laying in bed and it's like Homer Simpson, and I'm like
Drooling.
drool coming down.
I can just imagine your wife rolls over and looks at
She rolls over, looks at me, and goes, "Are you having a stroke?"
G'day to Scott, g'day to Trudy. Laura, thanks for
Hello,
tuning
Laura.
in. Scott said we're late. No, you're not.
No, you're not. We're just dribbling rubbish at the moment.
We're talking rubbish for the first 5 minutes until
so-
everyone gets on board.
I sent my wife the screenshot of the thing. Yeah, It took-
Haggis?
haggis, tatties, and neeps.
What is tatties?
Tatties is potato,
Oh.
so mashed potato, and neeps is mashed turnip. Not the turnip we get over here. It's more of an orangey kind of thing.
Like a pumpkin.
No, not quite. No,
Okay.
You'd almost kind of go a little bit sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
but it's not. That's not what it is. It's
It's-
a turnip that grows over that way over in Europe.
Will you stop talking about food? I'm hungry.
Man, you should. As I said, I'm lying in bed drooling, looking at this packet of chips. I'm like, fuck, I need to get some of those chips here.
G'day to Katie tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Hey.
Haggis flavoured crisps. How could you go wrong?
Haggis flavoured crisps.
Haggis, tatties, and neeps.
Oh.
Oh, I tell you what, until you've been to Scotland and tried it, some people, as soon as you say haggis, just go, ugh! And you're like, no, you've got to try it. It's
Hey,
amazing.
I was on board when I tasted black pudding in England.
And it's
yeah.
completely different, though. Completely different.
Todd has just messaged us saying, haggis chips? Ew.
No,
dude.
they're good. Good. I have actually tried a different company to just haggis flavoured chips. I ate those when I was in Glasgow. And they were phenomenal, but this is haggis, tatties, and neeps, all done as a chip flavour.
Damn.
Did you do the roast meat and gravy? I think it was Thins or something like that.
No.
Lays might have been Lays. It was one of them. Only like beginning of the year had a roast meat and gravy flavoured crisp, and I kind of get it. I'm skeptical of these things. I'm like, oh yeah, really? Let's see. Pop it open. Oh, it smells a little bit like roast. Pop it in. I'm like, oh my fucking god! Rah, rah, rah. My wife's looking at me going, "Are they good?" It's mine.
No, they're shit.
You wouldn't like them.
But did you ever taste those Lamington chips that
No,
Smith
thank
did?
fuck, because that sounds horrible.
I was told that they were absolutely shit because a friend of mine got them just for Australia Day.
Yeah.
No. The worst thing could have done.
Really?
Worst thing they could have done.
Damn. Damn. Now, for those who have just tuned in, we mentioned it at the start of the show, we managed to get a phone number. We're ringing Tony Stark, the Tony Stark of Stark Industries later on. So stay tuned for that. We're not going to say just yet where we got that number from, but...
Ixnay on the Nay.
Laura said she tried the Leamington chips.
What did you think of them, Laura?
Were they horrible? Were they like that?
Like, I was told they were the worst thing ever invented.
I tried recently the barbecue sticky ribs, done as a flavour of chip. No, they were let down.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't taste anything like ribs.
You sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Bit of news to quickly start us off.
Yes, sir.
The enemies. The Emmys are this weekend.
Oh, I think they're the enemies of some people, those awards.
Yes. So what's happening is that they're doing the Emmys virtually, which means that no one's rocking up to the theatre.
So there's no red carpet.
Look, Laura's just commented saying they were awful.
Weird, but kind of Moorish.
Really? Okay.
Some people have strange... You're not one of these people, Laura, or any of our viewers aren't these kind of people who dip fries, like hot chips, into things
ice cream.
Or, you know, they get
the milkshake.
Yeah, they get the thick shake and dip chips in it. You're not one of those people. Any of you?
Are you?
Tell us now. So that we
Are
can,
you?
So we can,
We'll wait.
we'll make a list for ASIO to look into you all, because that's just some weird ass shit.
So the Emmys, so no one's
Yes.
rocking up to the theatre. What they've done is they've actually gone and bought a 6K camera for every single nominee, stuck it on a tripod, given them a ring light and a screen, plugged it into their home internet, and every bugger's going to be talking via Skype to Jimmy Kimmel, who's hosting the show.
Really?
So
They're gonna rock up and all the guys will be in like suit tops in front of their thing, but below it's just in their undies or something like that.
I don't know, man, but what I'm thinking is those cameras are really expensive. I'm hoping on Monday there's going to be 130 of those cameras that are real cheap to buy second-hand.
Do you reckon that they'll the celebrities will go to their assistants? Flog that off and get me some money on eBay for that or something.
Yeah, they're really good cameras.
Yeah?
They're really good cameras.
Do you want one, James?
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I
you
do.
just need to get nominated now for something. For
I just don't know why they didn't just send them an iPhone, because could have.
Did I see the Mandalorian got like 4 nominated or took out 4 awards?
That's what I was going to say. The Mandalorian took out 5 awards.
5.
Visual effects, sound mixing, sound editing, production design, and cinematography.
Well done to the Mandalorian. John Favreau knocking it out of the ballpark.
Yes.
Well done. Scott has said, I flirted with chip ice cream dipping during a brief experimental summer in my youth. And I'm glad you gave it up, Scott. You don't keep dipping your chips into milky products, I hope. That's just weird. I know women get cravings when they're pregnant. Like, you know, the women dipping pickles into ice cream and stuff like that.
I remember seeing a documentary where a woman had cravings for chalk.
As
in the stuff that you write on the blackboard.
How was she eating it?
Well, she was buying boxes of chalk.
Oh, biting into it.
Yeah,
that can't be good for your teeth.
As though it was like a musk stick.
Ah,
yeah,
it'd be so dry.
Well, I think the doctor.
Oh, every time you fart, you'd have little puffs of you know, you'd be walking along the street and
It'd look like someone shot you in the ass.
Yeah, like the cartoon type thing. Yeah?
Oh man.
Oh, we're juvenile.
But in the doco, the doctor figured out it was the calcium in the chalk that she was craving.
Oh, for the baby.
Yeah.
The baby must have been sucking all her calcium.
Yeah.
Todd has put fries in Wendy's Frosties are awesome. Really? What? No. I've got this, any long-term viewer, and you've been my mate for 20-something years.
Oh.
I have a rule, don't I? You can't have savoury and sweet together. All right? It's just got to be separate.
Yeah, and yet you are a bit of a contradiction walking.
Why?
Because there'd be sweet and sour that you do eat that you're like, oh yeah, well technically.
I don't believe that there is.
What about a long cream donut?
How's that?
That's bread and
no,
strawberry
it's
cream.
made from a different type of batter. It's a sweet batter.
Oh, it's a sweet batter.
It's a sweet batter. Yeah. I don't do sweet and savoury.
No. I think that'd be a way
fuck!
around.
I know. I lie because I do chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah, with maple syrup. Fuck! I've broken my own rules.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Damn.
God damn.
We finished watching this week The Great. Do you remember? I think I told you about it last
Great.
week.
Oh, yeah.
Holy doodly, that was really good. Got a bit dark towards the end. Really, really good. And I have watched the second episode of The Boys, and you were right. It's a bit of a slow burn.
It is.
I can't be honest.
Till you get to the third episode, though.
2 nights this week, we've sat there and gone, should we watch another episode of The Boys? And I've gone, I'm not in the mood.
That's what you've got to get through the third one. Once you get to the third one, okay. Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that over the weekend.
I've watched. Have I watched? Yeah, I've watched episode 4.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, but
It's good. It's definitely the trajectories there.
I'm just a little bit struggling.
The stuff with Homelander at home with the kid.
Yep.
That was hard to get through.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. Real awkward stuff.
I don't know, just in general, I'm kind of like,
Nothing's happening.
No. And you see Netflix is going up in price. They're having a price rise. First, what's that? It launched over here, 2017? Was it 2017?
You're telling the story.
I can't remember, but they haven't had a price rise in Australia, at least since 2017.
Okay.
So it's going up another $2, but the plan I'm on is going to cost me an extra $2 a month. Not that I'm really worried. The one I'm actually kind of looking at going, why are we still paying for that, is Disney Plus. We've not turned Disney Plus on, or at least not while I've been in the house, for at least a month and a half.
Yeah.
For Disney Plus, yeah. And yeah, we're paying for this thing, and I'm like, we're not really utilising it. We use Netflix quite a bit, and Amazon.
Yeah.
Because there's some good shows on Amazon. Thankfully, we're using the parents-in-law's login for Stan. That's how we watched The Great. It was on Stan. And what else have we got? Binge, which my lovely wife has, but we can't seem to throw it to the TV properly.
Oh. Okay.
So you can only kind of watch it on like your iPad or something. I'm not going to sit there and watch. See, it's become DC Central. All the DC shows are on Binge.
Yeah.
They're saying if you want to watch the HBO DC type shows, you need Binge, but you got to get the full. Like, my wife got it with her phone upgrade, but I don't think it's the full Binge because, as I said, we can't seem to get an app for the TV for it. And, yeah.
Scott just said we smashed out both seasons of Cobra Kai. First season was such an epic watch.
Ooh, and Katie has said Ratched looks good. Ratched? What's that? What is that one? What is it about?
Sure, it's not rat shit.
No.
Sorry.
Stop swearing, Ginge. Katie will tell us about what is it? Where's it streaming or looking at?
While we're talking about Disney Plus, CBS All Access is CBS's streaming platform. Yeah, this week they went, you know what? We're going to change the name of CBS All Access to something completely original. You have never heard a name like this before.
Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus. Let's just stick a plus at the end of the name.
Do you know what, though? It actually makes sense. If you said to me, what's more recognisable, Paramount or CBS? I'm going to go Paramount Pictures. Boom, in my head.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying that people overseas from America don't really know what CBS is, but they definitely know what Paramount is.
Yeah. You know what? When you say CBS, I think Christian Brothers School. Right? That's what I think.
Well, okay then.
Because our old...
And you're like, the entertainment coming out of that was pretty shit.
Because we were there. But we were actually CBC.
Yes.
Christian Brothers College. Remember our war cry back in the day?
No.
The blue and the white of St Mary's CBC?
Yeah, but that's about all I remember.
Scott, I know for a fact Scott is a St Mary's alumni, and by the time Scott was there, they wouldn't have sung that song, I don't think. Cananti Corona, Scott. Did you ever sing that? That thing, Cananti Corona, to strive for the crown. I'm not going to sing the whole freaking thing because it's been years since I've been in high school, and that song's still stuck in.
I remember that the war cry was it St Mary's, blue, white, blue.
We are who? And then there was
St Mary's, blue, white, blue. And then the rest of the thing was just...
We never learnt the fucking words to that. We would just kind of mumble it when we were doing the war cry.
Yeah.
Not that you and I did a lot of sports where we were doing... Like, hockey, we didn't do the war cry if we won. Tennis, I never did the war cry if we won.
You'd probably do it if you lost, though.
You and I played squash and we never did a fucking
we
we did crying when we fucking bounced off walls playing squash.
Oh, shit, it hit me!
I think I broke my arm. We never sung a war cry.
Keisha said Netflix out today.
What's it about, Kate? Tell us. What's it about? Is it a horror, a sci-fi, a drama? Tell me below. Yeah. What else you got?
I'm just thinking about war cries.
That smell good. That's scotch.
Whoa, shit!
Thanks, Joel, for making that one.
Holy hell!
It's good, isn't it?
That's like paint thinner. That thing, if you poured that down your drain, you would not have any plumbing
I've
problems.
drunk Fijian rum and it's like paint thinner.
Scotch just said they threw out that song. We did learn those words though.
Melanie, I can't even read.
Or something like that.
So in other words, you made it up the same as we did, Scott.
You're full of shit. I just want to put it out there that directors that are doing movies, maybe you should do your research before you go out on a press.
I think I
tour.
know what you're going to talk about. Now, this isn't an independent movie. This is coming from the House of Ideas,
Yeah.
Marvel Studios.
Where they, like they're paying you a shitload of money to
Moolah.
make this movie,
Moolah.
to make a bloody movie. You should know that. Okay, there's been a press junket for the new Black Widow movie.
Yep.
And the director of the movie has gone on the record to say, you know what? This movie is fucking great because it's a female-led movie with the only superhero in the Avengers that doesn't have superpowers.
What? Wait, stop. What?
Yep.
No.
Black Widow is the only character in the Avengers that doesn't have superpowers.
False. She has got it completely wrong. Tony Stark doesn't have superpowers. Tony Stark wears a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Who else did we say? Hawkeye.
He'd be a bit pissed off that you didn't mention him.
Falcon.
Falcon?
He's just flying around. War Machine.
War Machine. Yeah.
He doesn't have superpowers. He's a member of the Avengers.
Now, can I just ask the question?
Yeah.
Are superpowers and magic powers, are they two separate things?
Now we had a little mini debate before the show because you said, "What about Thor? Is that magic?" And I said, "Well, no, that's the powers of a god. That's different to me, right?"
Because
Another
superpowers and god powers would be very different, I think.
Ant-Man, technically, is it a superpower because he wears a suit that...
Well, yeah.
It's science.
Ant-Man doesn't have superpowers.
It's science.
It's his suit.
It's his suit.
Just like Tony Stark.
Tell us what you think. Does Ant-Man have superpowers or is he actually a guy just with a really cool suit? And do you think that this director of Black Widow needs to do a fucking research first before
Kate
saying...
Shortland.
Shortland. Kate Shortland is the director?
Yeah.
Well, is it Ms. Shortland or Mrs.? We'll say Ms. Ms.
Kate.
Shortland, go and do your research.
Like, has she seen any superhero movie that Marvel's
Oh,
spat out?
I'm worried she hasn't.
I
to be
just
honest with you.
the trailer makes it look cool.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The
Look,
Black
we're going to
Widow
watch
movie.
it. Tell you the other Marvel news I was excited about, and I actually told my darling wife last night as she was fading off to sleep, I'm like, "Hey, hun, you know the girl out of Orphan Black?"
Yes.
Yeah, and she's like, "Yeah." I said, "She's going to be She-Hulk." She's like, "Really?" She kind of perked up. She's like, "Really? That's fantastic. She'll do a good job." I'm like, "Yeah, she will." And then snoring. So yeah, I got excited too thinking about because that is a great actress. I can't think of a name off the top. It's Tatiana.
Tatiana Maslany.
Thank God he's got it.
Maslany.
Give me a look.
Maslany.
Maslany. Yep, good. Yeah, you done it well tonight, buddy.
Orphan Black, and she's also in the Perry Mason show.
Which I haven't watched yet. I don't know.
Jono, if you're
he's
watching at home,
he'll know who we're talking about.
he's a big fan of Perry Mason.
Katie said, didn't do a lot of sports. That's obvious. That's a nasty dig at us, isn't it, hey?
Son of a bitch.
Scott said, just a guy with a suit like Iron Man. PS looked it up, and those were the words of the chant on the St. Mary's website. Tis indigenous. Oh, okay. Thanks, Scott. Well, we were wrong.
What I did like is the fact that Mark Ruffalo actually tweeted her today saying, "Welcome to the family, cuz."
Really?
Yeah. Welcome her to...
Brie Larson apparently said she can't wait to work with her as well. So is that a hint that Captain Marvel will end up showing up in She-Hulk or vice versa?
And this She-Hulk is going to be a Disney Plus series.
Yeah, but
rather
that doesn't
than
mean that she can't cameo in some
Well,
of the
yeah,
movies.
it's not going to be a feature film.
Yeah.
It's going to be a series.
Interesting though.
I never realised how she got her superpowers.
Who? She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Via
Tell the people at home.
Via an emergency blood transfusion.
With her cousin, Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah. She got gamma irradiated blood.
Is that all it takes?
I don't know. Did you see those kids in, was it Bolivia? Who got bitten by Black Widow spiders?
They let themselves get bitten because they wanted
thought
to
they might get superpowers like Spider-Man. Now, the Spider-Man's got superpowers.
Now, let me just ask one question, because when
I didn't know whether you were saying meow or meow.
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 I might have let myself get bitten by a spider to get superpowers when I was 5. Right?
You did, or you might
I
have?
said I might have.
Right, okay.
Now, would you, in that article, it says that they were 13 to 15.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty
that
certain.
those children are stunted.
I'm
really need some
I'm
education.
pretty certain that I would go, yeah, no, I'm not going to get superpowers at that age.
Why would you let a black fucking widow spider
I
bite
don't
you?
know. I don't know.
They'll be banning Spider-Man comics in Bolivia next because
Exactly.
of this. Because of this. It's like when
Yes.
kids back in the 50s were jumping off roofs after they saw George Reeves on the TV.
Yes.
And like a Superman, they went, oh, they tied a bed sheet around him and jumped off the top of the roof and broke a leg, and then, oh, God did it because Superman did it. And then parents went, take that shit off TV.
I was watching a video last night on Facebook, and someone has collected all the old George Reeves entrances to a scene where he busts through a brick wall or
Yep.
through a wall or through a cage, and it looks like he really hates fucking walls. Because all this, it's just 2 minutes of just crashing through shit, crashing through a room. Yeah, he kind of really hated walls. But I think that's because they couldn't have him fly.
No, he never
into
really,
the
he
scene.
never flew.
And they were saying that when he did do that, the grips would put a pole up out of the way, and he'd swing off that into the scene
And drop.
and drop into the
That
scene.
would have been damaging to your knees and your joints, wouldn't it?
Well, for the amount of times that he did it.
He got typecast though, didn't he? 'Cause
He
ended
did.
up, like it was years after I think Superman had finished. He still had to appear on things like I Love Lucy.
Yes.
in character as Superman, and yeah,
And he always, sort of hated the fact that he was typecast in that character. And then, watching documentaries years later, they're like, how many of those kids grew up now to absolutely idolise him as an actor?
yeah. Can you name out there, geek speakers? Can you name the actor who has played 3 superheroes on film? Can you tell us? Say it below. There's no prize around. We'll give you a famous Geek Speak no prize.
You know what we need now is like the Sale of the Century music.
Come
Come
on down. If you can tell us the name of the actor who has played 3 different superhero roles in movies.
Well, are you going to tell them the actual...
Shit, there's actually 2 actors that I know of that have played. I just thought of it. There's 2. If you can name either one of the actors that have played 3 different roles in superhero movies.
I knew Laura was going to put that person there.
That's not who I thought. Fuck, there's 3 people now. That's not who I thought. But anyway, Laura, you got to name the movies. Tell us below.
There'd be a Chris Evans in there too.
Fuck, don't give it away. Don't let the people at home do some stuff.
Jono, if you've just tuned in, Todd said there is only one actor out there who's played superhero 3 times.
I'm completely wrong. There's multiples. But Laura has said Brandon Routh. I need to know which 3. And it's got to be on the big side. I said movies, not TV. I know he's been in TV, but not movies.
Well, Brendan Routh played Superman. He played in Scott Pilgrim.
Yep.
And what, the third? Is
Dylan Dog. It is a comic book.
Night.
It's
He's
a comic book. Yep.
character.
Scott has said Ryan Reynolds because he said Green Lantern, Deadpool, and R.I.P.D.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, technically the comic book movie. You got
Yeah,
us there.
yeah.
You said Chris Evans.
Chris
before.
Evans. So Chris Evans, obviously Captain America.
Yep.
He also played Johnny Storm.
Yep.
There's a third one, I'm certain.
The Losers. He was
Oh,
a
yeah,
character
yeah,
in
The
The Losers,
Losers.
based on the Vertigo graphic novel. So Chris Evans is in there, but
Well,
come on.
he was also in Scott Pilgrim as well.
Yeah,
as a
so
comic
he's
character.
4. He's 4. He leads the pack. Actually, he beats the guy I was thinking. Because no one here has said, oh, yes, thank you, Jono, Ben fucking Affleck. Yes! Ben Affleck played Daredevil.
He did.
He played, obviously, Batman.
Batman.
And he also played Superman, a.k.a. George Reeves, in Hollywoodland. So there you go. But now that you mention it, Chris Evans seems to be right up there.
Yeah.
Chris Evans...
I'm sure there's another character too that he's played. I'm sure of it.
Well, he was in Scott, like you said, he was in Scott Pilgrim. He
Yep.
was in Captain America.
Yep.
He was in Fantastic Four, the original 2 films.
Yes.
And what was the other one I said? The Losers.
Yes, The Losers.
Yeah.
But what about, he was in Push, wasn't he? Or Jumper? Was it one of those movies that's a comic movie
Not
as
that
well?
I know of. You're telling me tales now.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be. That leads me to another topic that I wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Actors that surprise you or step out of their genre.
Ah.
Because
We're going to throw that to the audience. But first, just to elaborate on something there, because you've just kind of triggered something that I watched today.
Yep.
I watched a thing about John Cusack. And why do we not see John Cusack in A-list films nowadays? The
Yeah.
last big film he did was Hot Tub Time Machine, right?
Your wife just said Chris Evans was in Push.
Damn it! Chris Evans leads the pack. Anyway,
Yep.
who did I say?
John Cusack.
John Cusack, right? Do you know?
Better Off Dead was a fucking great movie
mate,
from the
fucking
80s.
Gross Point Blank.
Gross Point Blank.
High Fidelity.
Yes.
I love the guy acting, but anyway, apparently, this thing delved into why is John Cusack not considered an A-list actor anymore, right?
Okay, yeah.
He flat out refuses to ever do a superhero movie, and what he calls putting on the tights.
Okay.
And he has said, today, all your agents and everything else want you to do is throw on tights.
Okay.
Because that is now considered the big movie, and you do one of those, and it's a big hit like Iron Man
Yep,
or whatever
yep.
else, you're straight away, you can bank against that.
Okay. Yeah.
And so he's flat out just gone, I've got no interest in doing any of those movies. So he essentially has just been bumped to the side. Studios just overlook him because all these other people who are bankable stars now because they've done superhero movies.
Yes.
So yeah, John Cusack flat out refuses to wear tights, or well, he calls them just putting on the tights. He
Which
just doesn't
is
want to.
interesting because he played, was it Alan Edgar Poe? Fucking hell, I've just turned dyslexic.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Holy shit, where the fuck did that come from? I think I just had a stroke live on the show.
Can you smell toast, burning toast?
No, but I can smell Chinese. That's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. It's not racist.
Nick said Nick Cage.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Well-
you can't class Ghost Rider twice.
Yeah, that's one character. But can you
Big-
class him as
so-
Superman because he didn't play the character as
No, but Big Daddy in Kick-Ass.
Big Daddy? Yeah.
So we've got Ghost Rider, Big Daddy. What other comic book ones was he in?
Oh.
Can you tell us, Nick?
Let us know down. in
So
the comments.
we've got two there, but can you get a third? At least a third.
Oh.
Are you right? You still having a stroke?
Hang on, Alan Edgar Poe. What?
Anyway,
Yeah, I was thinking about because the news about the new Matrix movie, Matrix 4. Neil Patrick Harris is in the movie, and I went, "Fucking
in the
really?
in the new Matrix.
In the new Matrix," and I'm like, "That's going to be shit." But then I thought, "Hang on, no, he might really surprise us."
Yeah.
Much like back in the 80s, there was such an outcry about Michael Keaton
As
playing
Batman. Yep.
So I'm
Mr. Mum. Everyone
Yeah.
just said, how can you get the guy who played Mr. Mum?
You're going to get the bastard that played Beetlejuice to play fucking
Yeah.
Batman? What the fuck, man?
And it turned out amazing, didn't
Yeah.
it? Now, other because you asked me as we were doing our dinner run, and you said who has an actor that's made you go, I don't see them in a serious role. Then they do a serious role, you go, fuck, that's amazing.
Yeah.
For me, Robin Williams.
Yes.
When he's done, what was the movie with Al Pacino? Well, Al Pacino's the detective.
Oh, yeah, and he had like the blonde hair, didn't he?
Yes.
They dyed him blonde?
God damn it! Jono has said.
Oh, shit.
Chris Evans played Casey Jones in the TMNT animated. I'll count that because it is a superhero movie.
Scott said, what about Josh Brolin?
Jonah Hex, Thanos, and Cable. Fuck yes, yes. Nick, you did say Kick-Ass. Yep. Ghost Rider, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Kick-Ass. So Nick, yep. Nick Cage. That's 3 films.
G'day to Reese watching at home. Yeah. We also, definitely Robin Williams had such a diverse
Oh, I
range.
loved him in serious films.
Dead Poets Society.
Yep.
No one sort of saw that coming.
What else?
I even thought someone of the likes of like Jim Carrey definitely had a...
I think Jono is one of your favourite films, isn't it? 21 or something like that? There was a movie.
23.
23, is it? 23.
Yes.
Yeah, 23. There's him playing that role there blew my mind. It was really, really good. I'm trying to think who else do I see as usually a comedic actor who takes on a serious. See, you know the what's the name playing in the new Wonder Woman film, the villain.
Oh yeah.
Cheetah, right? What's her name?
Kristen
Wiig.
Wiig. Yeah.
Like now, she's meant to be playing a rather serious villainy role in Wonder Woman 1984.
Just to stop you there, what about Ryan Reynolds played Hannibal King in Blade 3?
Shit, totally forgot about
Oh,
that. Yeah, he
holy
did.
shit.
So who's leading there? Chris Evans or Ryan Reynolds?
Oh man, I think Chris is just up with one more. Yeah,
He probably would be.
but yeah, Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig playing the cheetah. I'm worried that she's not going to be able to pull
A serious role off.
serious role off
Because
like
all
that.
we've seen is comedic roles. out of
I
her.
know her as a full-on comedian.
Going back, I was surprised by Chris Evans because I had only ever seen him in that comedy, Not Another Teen movie.
Yeah.
Where he's pulling the piss out of himself. And then there was a movie that he directed himself that I watched.
Yep.
It was phenomenal.
Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler when he does.
You were
Well, I like him in Click, but it's not technically a serious role. But Spanglish.
And wasn't there that movie where it was revolving around the World Trade Center?
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I want to
They
watch
said that is real serious.
Uncut Gems. It
Yeah.
just apparently people are raving. I haven't watched that yet, but everything I've seen in the trailer for that looks phenomenal. So there's Adam Sandler's another one that can surprise me.
Scott just said, how about Jim Carrey? The Mask? Two-Face in Batman?
No, he wasn't. Jim Carrey was not Two-Face. He was the Riddler. Come on, people. He was the Riddler.
And he was in Kick-Ass. And he was Robotnik in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, there you go. So Jim Carrey's up there as well.
Reese has said, Will Ferrell has a great serious side about him.
Actually, you know what? He is. He's another actor that I think has got a lot of range, even though we predominantly know him just for his comedies. But Steve Carell,
Yes.
another fantastic actor when he does serious roles.
Yes.
And what's his name? Ben Stiller.
Oh, yes.
Secret
Walter
Life
Mitty?
of Walter Mitty. That movie is still one of my all-time favourite friggin' movies.
I forget the actor's name. He was Watson in the Sherlock Holmes and Watson with Pharrell.
John C. Reilly.
Yes. Fuck. He's a guy.
What about him?
Go back and watch some of his real serious roles. Holy shit, man!
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he was in Days of Thunder for a start, and then go into like something like Step Brothers. You're like, holy shit! That's not many actors can do something that diverse.
G'day, Mick Wiggin, who's watching.
Hey, dude.
Reese has said Paul Rudd. Name the movies. Oh, are you saying Paul Rudd can do serious? Because what's he done that's serious, Paul Rudd? I'm not familiar with it.
Clueless.
I'll glass you.
I can't even have a serious face.
You can't even sip your drink seriously after saying that. Come on, people, give us some other names. Who is an actor that is predominantly known either as for their serious roles, who does a good comedy, or vice versa, is known as a comedian but does really good serious roles?
G'day to Aaron watching at home.
Hey, Aaron.
I wanted to mention Chris Pratt. Because Chris Pratt, you'd only ever saw in The Office.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden he lost all that weight. Not only was he in Guardians, but that movie, was it Zero Dark 30? He played one of the soldiers in that, and he was dead serious.
Really?
As a soldier
John
in that.
Krasinski.
Yes.
From The Office. I only knew him as a comedian from The Office, and then you see him in The Quiet Place. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck?
But also in the
the TV series, the
Jack Ryan
Jack
TV
Ryan.
series. Yeah.
Oh man, I binged that. That was so fucking
Was it
good.
good?
Oh, I loved 2 seasons of it. Fucking loved it. Have you not watched that
I
yet?
have not watched it.
Oh, that's your fucking homework on the weekend.
I'm getting the vibe that you would give it 3 thumbs up.
Oh, there was more than a thumb. It's about a foot.
Scott just said Shia LaBeouf always takes me by surprise.
Was so used to him as a comedian in his youth, but then Eagle Eye really turned him around into someone who can be serious.
You enjoyed that movie, Eagle Eye?
Yes, that's the one with Michelle Monaghan. Yeah, that was really, really freaking good. Yes. I'm still a bit wary on Shia LaBeouf.
Reese said Chris Pratt isn't in The Office. Oh no, not The Office. The
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Parks
sorry.
and Rec.
But didn't he make
Mark said about Adam Sandler. Yeah, like I say, is it Hidden Gems or Uncut Gems? But Adam Sandler is one of those actors. When he does a serious role, I'm fucking right there with him. I love his comedies. And did you see the trailer for his latest one?
Yes.
Based in Halloween?
Yes.
And he's doing the really weird
It
voice
looks like he's playing the Water Boy mixed with a bit of Mr. Deeds.
Yes! Yeah. What's the
you know.
name of it? Hobie or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it. It looks
Was
ridiculously
it
stupid.
something Halloween. Hobie Halloween, Harry Halloween, something like that,
I
yeah.
thought it was Hobie or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it looks really good, and it's based at Halloween. It's going to be a bit scary, funny. Are you going to watch it? Or are you going to be sitting there like this?
Fuck off. Fuck you.
Well, I don't think it's going to cinemas. I think it's going to be a Netflix movie.
It is.
Are you
It
going to
will
come
be
around
good.
and do a movie night?
Well, maybe if you'll let me fucking
Oh,
do the dishes while I'm watching it.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I'll put something down, whatever we eat, so you don't get scary and fling it up against the wall or on the couch.
Reese said, Ryan, he used to be in Two Guys, Girl and Pizza Place. Yes. Ryan Reynolds.
Yes,
in
there's-
Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza.
But that's... Oh, he does serious stuff, I guess, yeah.
Jono wanted to go back and say, yeah, what about...
Sam Jackson. Well,
Nick
he's
Fury?
played the same role in a bunch of films.
Incredibles,
Incredibles, as Frozone,
Unbreakable,
Unbreakable. Fuck, you're on a roll here. Give me another one.
Kingsman,
Shit, yep.
The Spirit. He was the bad guy in The
shit,
Spirit.
shit, right before.
Jumper.
Yep.
I'm
We're
pretty
six.
Sure,
We're six.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
that...
Sam L. Jackson may have just.
Oh.
Someone else. Can we confirm that Chris Evans is tapped out at about 5? Chris Evans is tapped out at 5, and we're up to friggin' 6 for at least 6 for Sam L. Jackson for superhero ones. Was he in Django? Oh no, Django Unchained was around, the movie first before the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott just said Michael Cera. I always see him as a comedian role, but Molly's Game. You watched that?
Did I?
Yeah, that's the card counting the cards.
Oh, yeah, where he played the character that is meant to be Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just in case John's watching, allegedly. Yeah, no, he was actually really fucking good in that.
Yeah. Oh, another person that surprises me who's not necessarily in superhero movies, Jake Gyllenhaal. Remember when he was in that movie called Bubble Boy? When
No, I've never seen
he was in a movie called Bubble Boy where he's trapped in a bubble.
Yeah.
And he's a real comedic character. And then I thought, switch that to like the movie Nightcrawler.
Yep.
He's serious in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm not familiar with that.
Well, I guess he has been in superhero movies.
No.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Siri, oh no, just gonna do it again. That word, because she comes up every time we say that. If you say, there he is.
I was told
She
today
pops
that
up.
the face recognition camera on the new iPhone is really touchy. You just have to wave it past your face and it'll open up. And if it's in your pocket or in your purse, it'll start dialing people. Really easy, because it happened to a friend of mine today.
Oh, really?
They sent 43 emojis to the one person.
Oh no!
I'm glad that it was her friend.
And not like
not just someone that, yeah.
Does Stan Lee count for all the superhero movies he was in? Oh, Mark, that is a very good question.
But he
Because
doesn't play a
technically-
superhero character.
No, but he's in a comic movie. Oh, borderline.
Well,
Borderline.
Kevin Smith. Okay.
Oh shit!
Kevin Smith was in TMNT as the voice character
Yeah.
for a start.
He's in Deadpool. No, not Deadpool. Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Who? What else was he in? That was
Um,
comic book related or superhero related. Well, Jay and Silent Bob, because he plays Silent Bob, but there's comics based
Yeah.
on Silent Bob. What else are we up to?
Well, he's done that in Jay and Silent Bob. He did that in Reboot. I mean,
Shit, he plays that in Clerks. No, I think it's a push. It's a push. Jason Bateman has some. There's another bloke.
Jason
Bateman. He's an underrated actor, isn't he?
he's not in a lot of films recently though.
No.
Is he on the outer as well?
Have I mentioned on the show? Have you ever watched? Is it Tag?
Tag.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah, with John Hamm and you know,
Hawkeye is in it as well.
Jeremy Renner.
Yep.
But Jason Sudeikis, I think.
He's in it. Yeah.
Have you ever watched it?
No, I haven't.
That is a fantastic movie, and at the end of it, it kind of gets you in the feels.
Is he in that?
Who?
The bloke we're talking about.
Which one?
The pie fucker.
Who? That's Jason Biggs.
Yeah. Aren't we talking about Jason
No, I
Biggs?
wasn't talking about Jason Biggs.
What,
We're talking about Jason Bateman.
Am I having another
They're
stroke?
having a stroke.
What the fuck is going on tonight?
Jason Biggs is the pie fucker. Jason Bateman is
Oh.
Games Night and fucking what was the movie he did back in the 80s? Wasn't he with Teen Wolf or something?
Teen Wolf 2.
It was 2.
Yes.
He did 2.
Yeah.
And he was in
because
Family not Family Ties. What was he in?
he was in the Valerie or the Hogan family.
Hogan Family. Yeah.
Because Michael J. Fox was in Teen Wolf, the first one.
Yeah.
And then he went, no, I'm not coming back for the second.
So they got Jason
They
Bateman.
got Jason Bateman.
Right. I just had a thought of an actor. You see, as Laura said, Tag was a great friggin' movie. It was, and it gets you in the feels that you've got to watch that, dude.
Nick said yes, push for Chris Evans. Yep.
Bridget said, does a characterization of oneself count? If that's the case, I've been in multiples. Arrested
Jason
Development Danny just said Jason Bateman in Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Great show. Love him in that. But no, there's a show, a movie or something I was just about to mention, and I just had a complete blank.
Are we talking about Tag?
No, it's an actor. When we think of these kind of movies, like when we're just talking about the 90s kind of stuff, 80s, 90s, and then went on to shit, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna fucking.
Jason Bateman was also in Hancock. Well, while we're talking about Hancock,
that's a superhero movie. Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Right. What do we got? Hancock.
Yep.
That's based on a comic. What else?
Well, he wasn't in the Matrix. but he
Suicide
was
Squad.
Yep.
He was Deadshot in Suicide Squad.
He was supposed to be in the Matrix, but
Yep.
that didn't end up happening.
Yep.
What other super? He's in that Superpowers movie, but that's not based on a comic book.
No.
That Netflix.
No, I thought that was Jamie Foxx.
I'm talking about. There's another different one, isn't
Is
there?
it? I don't know.
And then the one where his offsider is a troll, and he's a cop. That's not a comic book either,
That's
is it?
Bright
Yeah. Is it just
Bright?
Bright?
or Brightburn.
Brightburn?
No,
Brightburn is the kid superhero.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for tuning in to see us have a stroke tonight.
There was an actor I was going to mention. When we
Men in
said-
Black.
Oh, Men in fucking Black, based on the ASL comic, of
Yes.
course. Damn it, I'm out of whiskey. No, there's a fucking actor that we were just talking about who can play Ashton fucking Kutcher.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what I was trying to come to that because you look at Butterfly Effect and things like that.
That is a fucked up movie, right? I've got something to say about
here we
Butterfly
go.
Effect.
Here we go.
It was a really dusty theatre, all right? I had a bad experience, and it was a very dusty theatre.
Did we watch that one together?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
I watched it with a girl,
Oh, well,
And-
it wasn't me then. I wasn't wearing a wig then.
allegedly, and I had to pull my sunglasses over my eyes to walk out of the theatre because it was a real dusty movie. A theatre,
Yeah.
not movie. Yes. But Butterfly Effect has a different ending
Yes,
on
I
the
know,
DVD.
yeah.
A completely different
Yep.
ending. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
The
Complete change.
When I went and saw it in cinemas, the ending was...
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Well, I won't tell you the ending,
No, go.
but the ending was uplifting.
Oh, that's not one of the one we changed, isn't it?
That's the ending that's on the DVD.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
The-
what
the-
I actually remember. Is him in the
Yeah,
movie. Yeah, right.
In the cinema,
Michael Hutchins in the womb. No.
right at the very ending of the cinema release,
Yeah.
he doesn't do that. He goes back to when he first meets Amy Smart,
Yeah.
and he whispers in her ear, "Stay away from me, or I'll kill you, and I'll kill your whole family." And she freaks out and runs away, and they end up moving. Right, so them being together never happens. Anyway, it fast forwards like 15 years later, where he's walking to work in New York City, and she walks past the other way, and they sort of eye off each other and give a glimpse, but keep walking. And as that happens, an Oasis song is playing, and I'm giving it 3 thumbs up in the cinema while that's happening, right? But what I liked,
Well, you definitely weren't watching it with me then.
what I liked was that it was an ending that sort of gave hope that they still could be together.
Yeah.
You know, unlike the version that's on the DVD, which is fucking...
I have not watched that in
Fuck.
years. I need to go back and watch that again.
That ending just... I don't know, I guess I'm a hopeful person.
Yeah.
You know, I like
Are
this...
you?
Well, Edgar Allan... I don't know, I like that ending that gave a bit of hope that they might actually be together.
Neil has said, and Neil, I'm going to disagree with you. He goes, Ashton Kutcher is not a good actor. You can always see him in the role. No, I'll disagree with you. I think he's a fantastic actor. I love him in The Ranch.
Did you like him playing the Apple founder?
Yes, I did. I thought that was a really good movie. So Jono will agree to disagree on that. I like Ashton Kutcher. I think he's a fantastic actor.
You don't just see the character
No,
from,
I don't just see him. I mean,
from that 70s show?
No.
That was a good show.
And if you ever get a chance to listen to Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, some of the earlier ones are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And Ashton Kutcher is a guest on one of the early episodes, and when they start talking, like, he's a switched-on dude.
Yeah?
Man, he studied, was it biochemistry or something like that? He graduated from university with a degree in biochemistry or something like that. He actually uses a lot of his money from movies to fund startup tech companies and
cool.
stuff like that. In that episode, him and Dax both start talking about brain chemistry and all this kind of thing.
shit.
Dax Shepard who I always thought was just some kind of stoner comedian, he's fucking super intelligent as well.
Wow.
Don't judge a book by its cover, I guess, is the old saying, isn't it? So-
Going back to some of these actors, Scott also said Josh Brolin was a young K in Men in Black 3.
Fuck, they're all getting up there now with the number of movies they've acted in that are comic book. No wonder John Cusack's a little bit pissed off that and he's just kind of seeing who's going to go, I'm not going to do a tights movie.
Scott also said, what about Donald Logue? He was in Blade.
Yep.
He was in Ghost Rider. He was Detective Bullock in Gotham.
Doesn't count because Gotham's not a movie, it's a TV series. But he was in Comic Book Villains. The movie.
Now, is that a comic character or is that a comic movie?
He owns a comic book store in it.
So if I chuck you in a movie,
I'm a character.
It's technically a comic book shop character?
Yeah. Well, it was actually directed by James Robinson, the comic book writer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was his, I think, one and only directorial debut.
Bridget said that she only saw it on DVD. Are we talking about the butterfly effect? Yeah, watch you go into the menus and go watch the alternate
As I
ending.
said on the other ending where
That ending is fucked up. I'm sitting there watching it going, can't wait for Oasis to come on. And then I'm watching that and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
and I heard you from my house.
I was about to flip tables and fucking what? I was ready to cry. I mean, I was ready to
Cry again?
enjoy another ending of a hopeful movie.
Now, do you want to? Shall we call Tony Stark?
Ladies and gentlemen, we sizzled earlier in the show that we actually found the phone number for Tony Stark.
Yes,
We're
we did.
not bullshitting you.
No.
Now,
Where did we find that phone number? Is actually in the latest issue of Thor.
yeah.
So there's some shenanigans going on, and essentially Mjolnir
Meow meow.
has got a thing. What does it say on it?
I guess if Thor was ever to lose the hammer, it's actually got engraved on it.
What was it? Where did you send it to?
It's something along the lines of if lost, call Tony Stark and this phone number.
So here, see if I can bring it up. Here we go. So it's in the latest issue of Thor. It goes, call Tony Stark, and there's a number listed there, right? And then Tony's obviously angry. He's like, damn it, Thor, that is not cool, you son of a... You know? So see if I can show you that there. Oh, it's a bit...
Can you twist your phone a little bit? Come back this way.
So can you see... which one are we on? Can you see the number there? Right, that's in the latest Thor issue of Thor number 7 that's out at the moment. So me being me, I went...
I wonder if that's true, if that's a real number that I could ring. Just like all those people that rang 8675309. Is that the number?
309.
Was it Tony Two?
You had a fucking stroke again.
I'm going to have a drink and let you
Right.
take the rest
So
of the
anyway,
show.
that number there, if you use that number, you do have to put in obviously the country code first. I discovered that the hard way.
The American, era.
So this is if you want to jot this number down and try it for yourself, write this down.
Or do you want me to type this number into the chat?
You can put it into the chat if you want. Ready?
Okay, hang on. What's the number?
00
00
111
111
212
212
970
970
4133.
4133.
Shall we ring Tony Stark?
I'm sending that to everyone to see at home.
Okay, now we're going to need it quiet here to pick up this. Are you ready?
Put it on loudspeaker, crank her up as loud as it'll go. It's not on mute.
Yes, this is Iron Man. However, due to some big blonde jerk, I no longer use this number. But hey, nice try anyway. For all things Tony Stark, please visit www.tonystarkironman.com and try and stay safe out there, yeah? I'm busy enough as it is.
So there you go.
We rang Tony Stark, ladies and gentlemen.
We got Tony Stark's voicemail.
We got Tony Stark live on the show.
Well done to Marvel Comics for putting that in the comic. That is a cool little Easter egg. And any fanboy, I'm not the biggest Iron Man fan, don't get me wrong. That is just friggin' cool. I think that is such a cool thing to do. Donny Cates is the writer of Thor at the moment, and it's cool of Donny Cates to throw that in there. What a cool little Easter egg that is. Try the number for yourself. And as you put it there in the comments.
I put it in
it's
the
in
comments.
the comments. I will quickly read that number out one more time. You want to hear it again? Just quickly, because It starts straight away.
And the speakers are on the bottom.
Shit, sorry. Are you ready? Let's do it again. This is costing me money to ring this.
Shh.
Yes, this is Iron Man. However, due to some big blonde jerk, I no longer use this number. But hey, nice try anyway. For all things Tony Stark, please visit www.tonystarkironman.com and try and stay safe out there, yeah? I'm busy enough as it is.
There you go.
Oh, we got Iron Man. Tony Stark.
That has probably cost me an absolute fortune in a phone bill to be ringing America like that, but it is totes worth it.
If you had the opportunity to ring any superhero in the world, who would it be?
Bruce Wayne. If I could ring a number and Kevin Conroy was on the other
Wow.
end
Oh,
doing the
shit.
whole, you've reached Batman.
You know what? DC will probably do that in the next month.
I told you, we're still running it in ways. We showed
really?
the father-in-law
Oh, really?
the other day. We're in Brisbane. Oh, my voice just went horrible. We showed the father-in-law in Brisbane on the weekend Waze and in our car, and the little icon comes up on our screen, and it's the Batmobile.
Yep.
And it's the whole Batman.
Talk-
Kevin
talking to
Conroy
you.
voice as you're driving. Turn left at the next roundabout.
Scott just said, that is awesome. I really like things like that. The first season of Supernatural, they actually had the dad's number that the boy in the boys' journal. And if you called it, Jeffrey Dean Morgan answered as his character, John Winchester.
Oh, that is
The
cool.
same way. Didn't they do that? I'm certain they've done that for movies in the past as
There
well.
have been
for
some
different
tie-ins
movies.
for that. Bridget said, "Can you claim the phone bill on tax?" I will certainly try. Actually, this is my work phone, so yeah, that is technically a work call.
Jono said, Vince Vaughn is a great in comedies, fantastic in Brawl in the Cell Block 99.
I love Vince Vaughn, right? I absolutely adore Vince Vaughn.
There's a trailer for a new movie that he's in.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Do you know the name of it?
Isn't it called Freaky? Because it's a take
Yeah.
on Freaky Friday. The same, where they're swapping bodies.
So he's the murderer,
He's the serial killer.
serial killer, who something happens and he suddenly, a teenage girl finds herself in his body.
Yep.
And he's in the teenage girl's body.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So hilarity ensues.
All of a sudden, the hot... Well,
I turned to you. Did you send it through to my wife? Send it
I
to
think...
us. Whatever
I can't
happened.
remember. Yeah,
I
holy
looked at,
shit, man.
I looked at her and just went, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm watching that," and I just got that look of you're watching that one with Ginge.
Yep. Yeah, and Ginger will be doing the dishes, so he's not distracted because it's a scary looking movie.
I worry about you.
Oh, shit. There are so many actors out there that really surprise us. I think there's a lot of people that can do comedies and switch over to action.
DC Fandome happened last weekend.
Yes, it
Gotta be
did.
honest with you, I got fuck all news out of it.
No.
Seriously.
I did not see
Bleeding
anything on the
Cool
boards.
didn't really run much. The one thing we do know, Mark Waid's coming back to write at DC Comics. He's doing a couple of backup stories at the tail end of Death Metal.
Cool.
In some of the one-shots. There is a strong rumour that he will be taking on Superman because Brian Michael Bendis has said that he's ending his run on Superman and Action Comics. Thank fuck. Not a fan of his writing on those books. Look, Mark Waid, he's a bit of a dick in real life. Like, Mark Waid can be a real dick, but divorced the man from his art, and some of my favourite all-time stories throughout DC were written by Mark Waid.
I was watching a video recently about whatever happens on Daredevil filters down to the rest of the Marvel Universe. When Mark Waid was on Daredevil and he changed the style completely to being a bit so-so,
Yeah.
that all of a sudden you saw that trickle down through the Marvel
Okay.
Universe. And I thought, wow, that is really smart.
He, years ago, was meant to write Superman. He pitched Superman, this is back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And he essentially got told, there was a falling out, there was a different editor come on board, group editor or something like that, and he essentially got told, no, you will never write Superman.
Wow.
And that's when he left DC the last
Shit.
time. He just went, fuck you, and left. And because he pitched for it, it was essentially kind of in the works that he was going to be writing Superman, and then it got yanked to put someone else on.
Wow.
And so they are saying that this is potentially him finally getting to write Superman the way he pitched it back in the early 2000s.
Wow.
Obviously, he'll update it for now, but so that's one thing that came out.
Interesting.
The other scary thing that came out from DC last week was when, not from DC itself, but when someone pointed out the sheer amount of writing talent that is kind of ending at DC. So we know that Grant Morrison's done with DC. He's not writing any further projects.
Okay.
Jeff Johns, after Batman 3 Jokers, it looks like Jeff Johns has got nothing in the pipeline at DC.
Oh, shit.
Scott Snyder, he's got his American Vampire, which is an imprint there, and then that's pretty much the last DC kind of related work he's got going on.
Interesting.
Who else? There's a couple of other writers who have essentially they're leaving. They're just off doing their other projects. So DC's about to go through a bit of a writer drought. So
interesting. Are they going to get unknown writers just like they're getting unknown artists?
well, you can pay a lot less, and chances are you may actually see people who are desperate fans of a certain character get handed a bit of the golden apple of like, you get to go and write your favourite character that you've always, and you're an up-and-coming writer, and you may see some shit come out of it. You also may see some...
You might get some surprising.
You might get some surprise friggin' hits come out of it, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you and I should pitch a Batman book. Who
Well,
knows?
shit, it couldn't hurt with some of the things that are happening at DC at the moment.
But yeah, not an awful lot of stuff came out of the second DC Fandom event that I've been able to find, so, meh.
Okay, now... From the same source, right?
Is it a secret source?
It is a secret source.
Is
Now,
it spicy secret source?
this is the person that leaked the information about Ben Affleck signing with Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
That same person has said that they have seen Henry Cavill's signature to play Superman 3 times.
Ooh.
So... It's interesting that it's from the same source, and when we investigated where that source is, that person's family is very tied into the Warner Brothers company. So they're saying maybe it's Shazam 2, maybe it's Black Adam.
Yep.
And they're not sure whether it's going to be Man of Steel 2 or will it be a Justice League 2.
I'd like to see another Superman movie with him, just a Superman.
Yeah.
And I want a decent villain. I don't want Doomsday. I don't want I don't know. I don't want Doomsday. I don't want Lex Luthor as
Lex
a villain.
Luthor and
Tell me who is a Superman villain or just a general DC villain that you would love to see Superman go up against?
You know what? I'd love to see a Superman movie where the villain isn't after real estate.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it seems like every
A lot of
fucking
them are
Superman
about
movie
real estate of some
where they're
sort.
trying to create
Do
some
that.
real estate.
Someone they've never done in the movies, as far as I'm aware, is Brainiac.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see...
Superman Lives was going to do it.
Yeah, that was, wasn't it?
And they just...
Brainiac could be a cool character, a villain for Superman to face off in,
Scott just said yes.
Also, Metallo. That's another cool one that they could do as well, Metallo.
Yeah. Especially with the CGI these days.
Yeah.
I just...
Yeah.
But will it be Aquaman 2?
I don't know. That's all gone kind of cold, hasn't it?
It kind of has because Jason Momoa is kind of... Yeah. He dropped everything to do with
Him and DC
fandom.
a little bit on the rocks at the moment.
Yeah, he dropped everything to do with fandom. He didn't appear on that.
Yeah.
And now he's come out...
He's backing Ray Fisher's claims about stuff that happened on set on Justice League.
Yes.
With the reshoots.
Jono just said...
Parasite, as in the new animated one. Brainiac was perfect in Krypton. Do you reckon that Brainiac could be a really cool friggin' villain on the big screen, on a big budget, blockbuster film, with Henry Cavill back as Soups?
Yeah.
What's her name? Amy Adams as
Yes,
Lois
as
Lane.
Lois
Because
Lane.
I love her as Lois Lane. I think she's really good.
Can we get...
Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White. Come on.
And can we get an actual redhead to play the...
Could you...
just
Well,
saying.
you're good with cameras.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You better get in shape. 'Cause I think Jimmy's...
Hang on, what?
No, I'm just saying...
Hang on! What?
Jimmy's used to running a lot, right?
Oh, is he now?
Is he? Yeah. And Superman has to carry Jimmy a bit.
Hey,
But you and I
hey,
need the very... Well,
If
not
Perry White changed his ethnicity, how come Jimmy can't change his physicality?
We're gonna show different positive body images.
Exactly.
Jimmy's gonna be a bit chunky.
Hey, hang on, what? Can you not use the word chunky as a description?
Oh,
for
you're
me?
my chunky monkey.
Get away! Oh my god! Can't believe you called me chunky.
I called you worse before.
Well, you can't, yeah. Yeah.
I have, admit it.
Well, yeah.
You got anything else for us?
That is about all the information I have, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Any questions for us?
Yeah. Oh,
That's not nice to Mike.
well, he's a son of a bitch. I'm sick of his shit.
Sorry, Mike.
No,
he
I'm
doesn't
not.
mean it. It's. Would you not stop throwing things?
Ladies and gentlemen, any comments, any questions, any actors that have surprised you in breakout roles? You know, and, yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Luke, I like Luke Evans.
Yeah?
You watch him in Beauty and the Beast? He
No?
plays Gaston.
So?
No one fights like
I
Gaston.
told
No
you I
one
had a
fights like
bad
Gaston.
experience with
It's got Emma,
the animated
it's got,
version of it.
It's got Emma Watson.
It does have
in it.
Emma Watson
Ah,
in it.
and she's, you know how I feel about Emma
Well,
Watson.
Emma Watson is another actor that can really play diverse roles.
Really? Because I haven't seen her in anything real comedic.
Well, I was more thinking about from a child actor to some of the roles that she plays that are a little bit more adult.
Righto, I'll go with that. Enola Holmes launches next week, I think.
It
on
looks
Netflix.
fucking
Is
amazing.
it next week or this weekend?
It looks really,
It's very,
really good.
It's very soon. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
It's going to be good. Enola Holmes. If you haven't watched the trailer yet, go and do your homework. Go
Do
watch
yourself
the
a
trailer.
favour.
Anything you're watching this weekend? That's awfully high.
I
You got some stuff to do on the weekend.
yeah.
We're dog sitting. The wife and I are dog sitting my sister's little pooch. So we'll have a guest on the show next Friday because he'll be here with me at the shop next week.
Bridget said Captain Kirk's father in the reboot of Star Trek.
Who was that?
That was Thor.
Was it?
It was.
Ah. There you go.
What other? He was in Men in Black. So there's three all of a sudden.
Oh shit! Yeah, he comes up a bit, doesn't he? I think he's in anything. Oh well, he's in He's in Jane Silent Bob reboot.
Well, there's a
As a comic, not really.
He's going to be playing Hulk Hogan.
Is he?
He is in a biopic.
Really?
Yes,
He's in everything now.
Hulk
isn't he?
Hogan with his.
Is that what Hulk Hogan is?
Yeah. When he'd be in the ring and he'd be listening to the audience,
Oh.
cheering him on,
This looks
and he'd do.
That just looks fucking stupid. Jim.
Well, he made a fuck ton of money.
David Tennant all the way. He can do anything. Now there is an actor who can. Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for the is it Des the series that he did where he's
No.
And then
I saw a photo, but I
and
haven't seen a trailer.
is that the series? There's another series also where he plays the person who initiated Brexit as well.
Oh, okay.
It looks
Ricky Gervais.
yeah.
That's what's it? Is it Life After or whatever? The new series.
Yeah. All I can think of is that with the redhead kid.
Oh
When
yeah.
he's walking
But
past the kid.
it's a more serious role
Yes,
for him, and
yes.
I'll tell you what, it's a fucking heartbreaker. That
Yeah.
series. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was in
is
that
it-
crappy Ghostbusters
Yeah, he
reboot.
was.
I've never watched it. Never
Yeah.
will, Scott.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Nothing else. As I said, we've got a special guest next week. We're going to have a little dog on here with us.
We are. We're getting a third mic. He's sitting right here, and he can chime in.
I don't know. Well, you're not going to be able to sit him up there, I don't think. But anyway, he'll be here.
So are we actually announcing the person that's going to be on, or
Well,
it's the third person that's going to be on the podcast with us?
it's not a person.
It's what you said. It was a person.
No, I said he's like a little person.
You said Rusty was going to be on.
Yeah.
Rusty's
Not
a
the-
dog.
Yeah, Rusty's the dog. Not the guy from the National Lampoon's movie.
I thought it was going to be Rusty from.
No, it's a dog.
There's going to be an actual dog on the show next week.
So the cute factor is going to skyrocket on Geek Speak Live because we're going to have a cute little King Charles Cavalier here next week.
And it's not even. Yeah, Scott said. And you're telling me the dog's not even going to be the dog out of Men in Black. It's
No.
a dog that's not an actor.
No, that's an ugly dog in Men in Black. It's a
What?
pug.
He's a pug.
Frank
Yeah,
the pug.
yeah.
No, he's no. I don't like pugs.
Don't be like that.
I'm speciesist.
You're not pro pug.
I'm not pro
You're
pug.
anti pug.
I'm anti-pug. I'm anti-French bulldog as well. My wife keeps sending me little videos and she says, aren't these little Frenchies funny? And I'm like, no, they're an ugly little dog.
What? No.
It's like the cats that
Frenchies are
Have
really-
you ever seen those hairless cats? They look like shaved testicles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? And my wife goes,
But
we should get one of those. They're awesome. I'm like, no! Every time I'd look at it, I go, you poor little bastard, you look like a shaved testicle.
You would have to go for a pug over one of those shaved cats.
It's too much of a muchness.
What?
No.
The shaved cat looks like it's up to no good.
It looks like Dr. Evil's fucking cat.
Well, it is, yeah. Paul's just gone, wait, are you going to watch The Princess Bride in cinemas on Saturday?
He won't.
Why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I? It's just a Disney a princess movie, isn't it?
No. No.
So many people hate the fact that I've not seen that movie.
Actually, we were driving home the other day listening to a Dax Shepard podcast of all things. Armchair expert.
Yeah.
Fred Savage was the guest.
Oh, was he?
Fred Savage.
Did you ever watch him in a TV show called Working? It was when he was an adult, and it was it was obviously based in an office.
Yeah.
It was a really
No,
funny show.
I watched the one where they're all former college friends hook up and shack up together. Can someone, my wife, can you tell me the name of that show we watched? Where Fred Savage was in it. It was also one of the Wayans brothers.
Oh, really?
Oi, you two are upsetting my elderly Labrador. Whoops, nope, she's complaining that I'm eating. Well, your Labrador can tune in next week and see a little King Charles Cavalier. So,
Why are they called King Charles Cavalier?
because I don't know, King Charles freaking liked them and had them bred for him for the royal court.
But I would have thought Cavalier would be...
That sounds a bit French, doesn't it? Cavalier.
But the photo that you showed me of Rusty doesn't look like he would go fencing or anything like that.
No. He looks like a lazy little royal shit,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Why isn't it called...
Friends from College is the name of the show I'm thinking of with Fred Savage.
Wow, that was a real...
Segue out of that, bitch.
Okay, no. Got this idea for a
Thank
TV
you, by the way,
series.
Jenny, for telling us that. Thank
Got
you.
an idea for a TV series. It's about a couple of friends that are in college.
Yeah.
What are you going to call it?
Friends from College.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't try hard today with these things, do they?
I got an idea about a TV show. It's based around an office.
Yeah. It's called The Office.
That's a good name.
Ah, see? Copyright that
I got an idea about a TV show about people that work in Parks and Rec.
shit. We'll call that
Queen's Park engineer.
something like that. The Parkheads.
Parkheads.
Parkheads. There you go.
Yeah.
Righto, that's it. They look like King Charles. Thanks, Jono. I don't think that's why they call King Charles Cavaliers. Watched both seasons of Friends from College. I can see why it got cancelled. Oh, you didn't like it, Scott?
Oh.
I did. I was hooked on it. A little bit gossipy, a little bit of innuendo and people sleeping with other people.
Was it like Gossip Girl?
Oh my fucking god!
You-
No, I
Gossip
have not
Girl?
had a chance to watch.
Gossip Girl?
I've not had a chance to watch any more Gossip Girl this week, and I'm fucking fanging for it.
That needs to be made into a meme. I'm fucking
Fanging for it.
to watch
Gossip Girl. If someone does that as a thing, post it in the comments. That's what I'm doing on this weekend because we're not going anywhere now because we're dog sitting.
Your dog napping.
No, we're dog sitting. So
Okay.
he'll probably sit on the couch with me and we'll watch Gossip Girl together.
I wonder if
While
King
my
Charles,
wife just looks at me funny, going, "What have I married?"
I wonder if King Charles would enjoy watching Gossip Girl.
King Charles would enjoy it. Don't know why I done it like that. But
It'd be XO.
XOXO, haha, pip pip, tallywop.
That's how it should be the end of the show.
Ring that number for yourselves if you want to hear Tony Stark. It's just kind of cool if you want to show off to your friends and go, "I got Tony Stark's number. Want me to ring it?"
Thanks very much for everyone tuning in tonight. Thank you for tuning in and contributing to the show.
Carnival has just kicked off here in the Garden City. It's the beginning of Carnival of Flowers.
I was a little bit disappointed that we couldn't have Dag with Dogs live on the show.
No, normally we do Daggy Dogs at Carnival. We can't even do that.
COVID has just fucked us.
Fucking COVID. But anyway, if you are coming to the Garden City, if you're not local, make sure you pop in and see Kaboom Comics and Collectibles in Ruffin Street, the home of Geek Speak Live. That's where we're filming right now. And you'll see this mug behind the counter. Now it runs for what? Till the end of next weekend?
Yes, 2 weeks.
So 2 weeks up here, Carnival. The gardens are still beautiful. The city is still lovely. So if you're in Brisbane or somewhere close by and you go, fuck, we should go to Toowoomba for a drive, come on up.
Come up, but put on a fucking mask.
No, barely anyone's wearing masks up here. But if you want to be protected,
Hey.
do it. We're not going to judge.
Even if
Guess
it's
what
just
to
a
do?
Batman mask.
Yeah, come and say good day to us up here in the friendly Garden City. And as I said, if you're a comic fan, swing in and see us at Kaboom Comics and Collectibles, 345A Ruffin Street, Toowoomba, the Garden City.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for tuning in for Geek Speak Live.
Thank you to my co-hostess with the mostest.
Wake ups on the pots and pans.
I've been your host, Todd Bailey. We'll see you next week. Stay geeky. Bye-bye.
Bye.